Hello
Hey,
and happy Monday.
happy Monday. How are you?
I am good. Welcome back.
What? Good to be back. I'm happy to see that the streak continues. Caroline wants nothing to do with me. I'm not sure what I said to offend her, but I'll make up for it one day.
So it's actually funny. Our friend who was our dungeon master for our D&D games that we played on YouTube is
Yep.
actually in Virginia visiting her right now.
Oh, okay.
So he's doing like a East Coast tour. He saw another one of our friends, and it happens to be that tonight was the night that he was going to be coming through Virginia.
Okay.
But otherwise, she would be here.
You say that every time, but it continues to be when I do interviews that she doesn't want to be here.
I think she was here one of the times, right?
One time, yes.
You've
one
been
out
here
of the
5
4
times.
times that you've interviewed me, she has been there. Yeah.
This is. I was looking back. This is time number 5 that you've been here.
Right.
I feel like we need like an SNL like style 5-time jacket kind of thing going on.
Am I the most frequent?
I think so.
All right.
I'm trying to think. There's definitely a couple like 2-timers, not a 2-timer, but on here twice. And then I think David been on here. David's been on here at least twice, but I want to say 3 times. Because I think he came on during Steak coming out from Scout, and then for one of the Kickstarters for it, and then for Canceled. So I think David has the second spot.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening here. Hold on.
Go to gelato.com.
It's trying to sell me gelato. I was trying to share I know what happened. I was trying to share the tweet and an ad popped up, and I can't silence the ad.
Internet doing things. What's up, Matthew? And what's up, Doc? But yeah, this time we are talking about Voodoo Nations number 3, which I think the first time that you came on, we were talking about Voodoo Nations number 2.
I think so. Yeah, I think. I think it was right after the con. I think it was coming out the next week. It was live on Kickstarter, and we talked. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been about a year since that first time.
Yeah. Congratulations, Brandon. 608 subs.
608 subs at our Looney Tunes fans. Congrats.
It's a weird thing to count how many subs you've eaten in life, but I mean, if you're going to keep counting them, that's good for you. Do you have a breakdown of like how many turkey, how many Italian, how many steak and cheese?
And maybe that's a collection of subs. Maybe he's not actually had them.
Oh yeah.
He has them.
Like you with comics, he's collecting subs. If you go on his channel, it's a bunch of subs lined up.
Yes, exactly.
Top ball is Jimmy John's, Subway.
some old gotta go like Firehouse. Is Firehouse even still around?
Firehouse is still around. We have one here in the local.
Okay.
Like Quiznos, I think is pretty close.
We just did give a shout out for the subs.
I gave a sub out for your subs.
Oh man.
These people, they're just not happy.
Oh man, yeah, but you've had. Let's see, we've got Voodoo Nations expired. Granite State.
Voodoo Nations expired. Granite State Punk. Cthulhu Invades. Holiday Spirits.
Yeah,
those are our 5 big ones. We've got some other stuff coming down the pike. Oh, Broke Down to 4 Dead Bodies.
Broke Down to 4 Dead Bodies. Yeah. Lots of really cool tales with different genres all over the place.
Yeah.
And Voodoo Nations is our supernatural voodoo story.
And it's one of your favorites, if I'm not mistaken, because it takes place in New Orleans.
Yeah, the second issue happening in New Orleans. I think when we were talking that very first time, you were like, hey, this is going to be happening in your city in the next issue. And that's what got me talking to you more.
Right. And most of the 3rd issue takes place. The beginning half of the 3rd issue takes place.
And I have gotten to read that. I read the fully colored version now when you sent it that second time.
Yeah.
the first time I was looking through the just the lines, which was still, I mean, that's a pretty cool way to get to look at the art too.
Yeah.
But phenomenal. I'll link it later, but I did a review over on the website for kind of story thus far for people to check out. So I'll repost that onto the channel also for people to be able to go over and link over to the Kickstarter as well.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, please do.
But for those watching now, I dropped the link to check out the Kickstarter in the chat, and it's down in the description for those watching later. So for those that haven't heard about Voodoo Nations before, what's the elevator pitch for what it's about?
So there's two missionaries that go to Brazil. They meet up with a evil voodoo priest called Bishop Lucas, and he messes up their marriage, messes up their life. They try to escape. They go to New Orleans. They find out the voodoo's chasing them. So they go to New Orleans in issue 2. Issue 3, they go to Mexico to Day of the Dead ceremony. They can't seem to get away from this voodoo situation. And lots of twists and turns, a lot deeper than that, but that's the basic pitch.
Yeah, I'd say it's a emotional roller coaster in there.
Yeah, I mean, in issue 3, because you've read 1, 2, and 3, issue 3 is where it gets a little dark. Issue 3 is where it turns a little dark. Issue 1 and 2, kind of supernatural stuff. And issue 1 is a little dark if you're religious, because you know the extra ramifications of it. But if you're not religious, that blows away from you, because I found that like the people who are religious and do the Ash Wednesday. So I think you got to be like Catholic or.
I think Catholicism.
Yeah, it's Catholic and what's the other one? Can't even think of it right now. Lutheran. Yeah,
Lutheran. Okay.
Yeah, you got to be Lutheran or Catholic. Those are the ones who practice that Ash thing. So I think those get it. And
I am not religious at all, so probably some of the meaning behind that.
Right.
But there, I mean, I picked up on some of the other, like, I guess more common.
Yeah. That he is risen and all that stuff. Yeah.
And literally 3 days later, actually coming into play there. I love that. But yeah, it's good to see it still, like already funded at, let me share the screen on it, but already funded at what? Not even a weekend, right?
No. I launched on Thursday. So we're only a few days in to getting this out there and getting people exposure. So we're already funded, doing some really cool stuff. We started our first stretch goal, which is pretty cool. We've got like an indie poster. If you go to the updates, you can show that indie poster bigger, which is pretty cool. So if you are Kickstarter backer, that's a really cool thing. Second one.
There we go. Which also, this cover is fantastic.
Isn't it? It's so good. People have done this cover before or something similar, but this one fits on theme because of the voodoo priest that we have. We have 4. Like, it really works.
Hey, Daniel.
And
he's got another Kickstarter coming up soon, right?
I think, the 5th, July 5th.
Okay, so he's part of the July 5th launch crew.
Oh, yeah, July 5th is going to be huge. Like, stay off of Kickstarter. If you're broke, don't go to Kickstarter.
Oh, man. Yeah, him, David launching, right?
David Byrne is going. He's going to go to the 7th, but Stabby Bunny is going.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got Dust County Chronicles, all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, so let me actually, here we go. And I can zoom in on that even more.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is 6 indie characters kind of fighting in like a fighting style. You got Nobody, you've got Bial, you've got Base Force, you've got Katrina's the Dead, you've got Bishop Lucas, and you've got the girl with the mega fist.
I was gonna say, I think I only recognize the 2 on the right.
And so the 2. Well, Bial you'll read when it comes out, and Nobody was really fun. It just funded.
Nobody.
A little while ago.
Okay. Yeah, there's just so many things out there. I know I miss like lots of good stories.
Yeah, you and I just had that conversation the other day because I was saying, hey, you should get this person on your show. You're like, I don't know what this book is. And I was like, oh, it's before your time. It's okay.
Which, yeah, and that's the other thing is there's projects that have been going on for years, and like I'll see one and it'll be like issue 7 or 8, and people are really excited about it. I'm like, where was 1 through 6? I missed that. Or there are some that I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I want to back this. I've hit my limit. I can't back it now. Go wait for that next issue that I know is coming.
Right.
But yeah, this is really cool. That's an awesome stretch goal backer goal there. Or this is for the money stretch goal, not the backer number.
Correct. Yeah. So that's at 3,500. We're going to do that. And then the one after that, I'll spoil it. I'll announce it here. We're going to do we did it way back in the day and broke down issue 1. So about 5 years ago, we did. It's a what is it called? An air freshener for your car.
Oh, okay. Is there already a scent pick? There's kind of like the standard.
We're gonna do like a New Orleans type smell. So something.
Urine.
Sage.
If you're walking in the quarter enough, urine.
Right. Not new car smell. Anything but new car smell.
Oh man, yeah. No, I mean, there's parts of New Orleans that smell really good, but parts of the quarter. Now that would be a decent smell. Chicory.
Yeah. A beignet. It smells like a beignet.
Now I want to go get some beignets.
The fact that you can get beignets means you're better off than half of the planet, just so you know.
That is true. And I don't have to go into the quarter with all the tourists. I have a Cafe Du Monde like 10 minutes up the road from me.
Oh, okay. So it's a franchise?
Yeah. They have. I mean, it's all New Orleans area. They got one at the airport, one nearby me, and then there's like one at City Park, which is like our giant park that we have. Which
is it? What's the one in the tourist area by the river?
So that's French Market.
Okay, that's not Cafe Du Monde. I thought there was one Cafe Du Monde right by there.
It's Cafe Du Monde in the French Market.
In the French Market. Okay.
Yeah. There's also like there's a Cafe Beignet. There's another one. There's like 3 different ones that have beignets. But nice. The world famous cafe that's known as Cafe Du Monde. Which
I mean, we're giving some cool stuff out in this campaign. And actually, let me show you what's coming up. I've got some cool stuff coming up. Let me show you. So this is the first one. So as we just talked about, steak is coming back.
Yeah.
So if you want to get steak and you're interested in steak, if you back steak and Voodoo Nations, you get this baby.
Whew.
Let me see if I can make it a little bigger.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's getting any bigger, but you get Jessamine. Oh, there you go. How's that?
Here we go. Yeah.
Can I make it? Yeah, there you go.
Jessamine
and Bishop Lucas going at it.
Very nice.
It's pretty cool. So that's one thing you get. We've got there's a top level tier, which is where you're going to get a free exclusive cover. So I can show you. I wanted to show you some of those exclusive covers that are coming. Let me show you the first one. So the first one, see the gentleman right behind your head. You got the skull. That guy's done a cover for every one.
That's Dominic Prosy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me show you his cover. Oh, my screen's frozen. All right, there you go.
So I was looking because I was looking at my pledge level, which is the one you're talking about.
Wow.
Oof. Yeah, that's awesome.
And you should message him because you don't have the first one, do you?
I do not.
He's the only one who has one. I don't have one myself to sell. But I bet he'd sell you if you want to get the collection. But isn't that fire? And it's going to be colored too. He's going to color in the skull.
Nice. Yeah, no, that would go nicely with that one.
Yeah. It's a whole set. It's a whole set. I can show you the first one here. I can show you.
And he's done covers with Jonathan Hedrick for the
Yeah. He's a local to where I am. Jonathan and I are in the same area, so we do ones together.
Okay, nice.
So let's see. Let me see if I've got my one, in the vault. I have all my comics in a vault.
Nice.
So here is the original. That coming in good?
A little bit of
take it out of the bag.
It looks good. Oh yeah. And that's like the top of the staff.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, it's kind of its own thing, but like it's to imply that it was on the staff. Yeah. Yeah, but only he has one of those. There's two random covers for Voodoo Nations that are hard to find. There's one that I don't have, which is that one. And then there's one that you can still get it from a store in Texas, the big one, Jen King store.
Huh.
Which I can't think. Space Cadets. If you don't follow Space Cadets, you should definitely. You'd like them. They do good sales all the time.
Oh, okay. I see. Actually, I just Googled Voodoo Nations and eBay just to see what would pop up, and it's the Space Cadets.
Yeah. That one. So that one's super rare. Here's why. They all came damaged, like mutilated. So I printed an extra 50 for her to fix that mutilated thing. So I have never received it, never had it. They were all sent to her, and that
one right there.
Yep, and that's actually Dominic Perosi as well.
Yeah, I was seeing that. Huh. That's funny. That was the first thing that like came up on
eBay. Search. Yeah, but I don't even have that, which is crazy.
Well, there's more than 10 available left on eBay.
Right, I should buy one for myself, huh?
Perfect. We found it.
And then this other one. So we do a store, the Collective, which I think you've got all the Collective ones.
I actually don't.
You don't have the Collective?
I always like I open their tab every time I open a tab up with their exclusive section, and I stare at it every time we talk.
Right.
And then I realize I've spent my money for that time, and I close it for some reason rather than just leaving it there for when I have money again.
Right.
I need to make it.
This is the Collective cover. So we've done a series with them as well. So we did a one where we killed their staff. Then we did one with the Infinity Gauntlet. And then this is the third one that I just shared with you.
Ooh.
Make that bigger.
That is something?
It's a mother box.
Mother box.
Yep, it's a dark side mother box.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily homage because there's never one where he's exactly in that angle, but he always has one arm behind his back,
Yeah.
So it's a thing.
It was like seeing it. I'm like, this feels like something.
Yeah.
It's got that vibe.
That's why it's got the Kirby like dots in the back and then stuff. Yeah.
Yep. I see that. Who was the artist on that one?
This is Elias Gambit. He did he's done some stuff. He did the Voodoo backup in issue 1.
Okay.
Does a lot of really cool stuff.
Okay. Nice.
He's got a neat vibe.
I think the first one my friend Lewis has, he was the winner of it, I think, one of the times that you were on the stream.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I remember us talking about that cover at one point.
Yeah, he's done some cool stuff.
I will eventually end up with their exclusives that they still have if I ever remember to.
Yeah, I don't think they have the second issue live on their Kickstarter for whatever reason. The Thanos one, but I've got some extra of those if you ever needed one.
Okay. Cool.
I don't have that first one though. The first one that they did. So, But yeah, we've been killing it. We've been doing some stuff. We just sent out, for those who follow me from Cthulhu Invades, we just sent out the digital for that. We're getting it printed, so you guys will get that, probably towards the end of July. We are a month behind, but as I've explained in the background, we had to move and all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, you'll get probably the same as done. And as you know, Voodoo is done. It's done.
Yeah.
We're sending it to the printer. In fact, I'll probably send it to the printer probably not next week, but probably 6th or 7th, because I'll kind of know where we're going to end. I'll have an idea of where we're going to end, so I'll know how many I need to order.
Yeah. I mean, that's the cool thing about a lot of your things. I mean, obviously Cthulhu, there was multiple teams coming together to put that together, and you had the moving and everything, but a lot of your stuff's done the second Kickstarter ends, or is very close.
Exactly. Yeah. Even Cthulhu has not been that long, because it ended at the beginning of April. So when you think of the factor of that, actually, no, it ended mid-April. So it's, really May, June, July. So you're not even talking that long in Kickstarter terms, because most folks are 4 to 6 months out.
I think with a lot of the creators that we end up talking to on here, we're spoiled, because a lot of them are the type that do put out stuff like you do. Justin Gray, a lot of his Kickstarter books have been like, boom, like it's done. Like his was the one we were just talking about, Bleeding Pulp. Like, his stuff's out. Frank Martin stuff. I haven't had Frank on here, but his stuff is always ready to go. Which, so I do like that. But then I know some people can't put together. They can't pay in advance and get everything put together. So I understand the two sides of that.
Yeah, I mean, every artist has their own budget, right? And what it costs to do these things, So these things take a bit, to put together, and we're doing it. And Kickstarter actually just changed their policies, so it's interesting. So a creator like me, who's considered a veteran creator or trusted creator, meaning I've fulfilled 5 or more campaigns, I could literally have 6 campaigns unfulfilled in launch, which is crazy. I'm not willing to do that, but
yeah. Well, I know someone who does try to stay on a very good schedule of like multiple things in different stages. Pat Shand.
Yeah, Pat Shand.
Destiny New York stuff. I think he just got hit with so many delays with shipping.
Yeah, he prints his stuff overseas, so there's extra costs. There's extra delays because of tariffs and all that stuff.
Yeah,
in that particular situation, you've got in that particular situation, you've got the tariffs. So tariffs are really rough, because I'm going to go into a little bit of detail. So Trump caused a whole bunch of tariffs, so it got really, really high. That was one of his things. Biden then removed them, but some things were in the middle. That's why our Christmas was so messed up. It's because there's just like, I'm not paying Trump's tariffs. They're not in force anymore. They're like, you were in the water when they were still attacked. So there's that's why it went so crazy. That's why we have the like formula sort, like it's all connected to literally the red and blue fighting amongst each other.
Yeah. Fun stuff. I was just thinking, like, of the stuff I've backed, there are some that actually were like some of the first comic Kickstarters that I backed that I have not gotten. One, Inferno Girl Red, but I know the artist got injured in the middle of it and could not draw.
Oh, wow. Can he draw now? Is he drawing now?
I think so. I think that, and it was planned for June of 2022. So it was already a planned like far in advance, but it's going to be later 2022.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do something crazy coming up, and I'll kind of spoil it here. I'm going to do Granite State Punk, and it's going to be in production. I'm going to break my rule, and it's going to be in production as we go. And that should be after What's that?
Once one came out, you were like, I want to do another. I could tell. It was
Yeah, I want to do another. The fans wanted another. You know, I've never had so many like positive feedback of a book of my stuff. So I'm ready to go. He has a small window in July, so I'm going to get him a script and get him started as quickly as I can because I think it's a good book. I think it's a hit. So I want to get that. You know, we still got a couple of things on our slate. You know, we've got Broke Down Trade. We got Holiday Spirits 2. We've got Pup Van Winkle. So we've got some other stuff coming out for the new year. So we've got another 4 or 5 books. But that new Kickstarter thing really helps. That new allowing to have 6 allows me to put more things out for you guys. Because my Travis's rule will be, I don't have to have them all shipped out, but I want you guys to have your digital to show you it's done before I launch something else.
Yeah. But yeah, that definitely helps with running multiple things closer together, which you can then create more in a year. Especially when you've got like you're not writing the entire story for some of the anthology,
right?
And like Jerome's overseeing the Holiday Spirits a little bit more.
Yeah, I am. To be honest, I'm very hands off on the Holiday Spirit stuff. I am not very involved in it. I write my part. He seeks feedback, and I handle kind of talent relations if there happens to be a problem, which there isn't. But if there is, I step in and I kind of handle that problem, so he doesn't have to.
Yeah, and the Christmas in July special was awesome.
Yeah, did you enjoy that? That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and when I ordered that from the website, I also was like, I can finally get Broke Down in 4 Dead Bodies #4. Because every time I look on the Kickstarter, and then we would talk about it, and I would say, hey, I need to get #4, and then I'd forget to like message you to find a way to add it in. And it was always 1 through 4. And I was like, I don't need all of them again.
Right.
So now
did you have to find your stack though?
I've got
you got an orange cone stack?
No, I've got a I just recently did this. This is Kickstarter Comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have, like Broke Down is going to be, they're all alphabetical, so it's up here.
Somewhere in there, right?
Yeah, so there's the stack. I think the only thing that's not in here is Cthulhu because it's more of a trade.
Right.
So I have that.
Oh, you got the original cover too. It Broke Down. That's a old. Oh, you got the Kyle because you went and got it signed by Kyle. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I love how he signs it too, like right over his name, like in this weird, like he should be there on the list.
Yeah, he's like, hey, put my name over here. No, yeah, that was the other thing I think because I picked up 1 through 3 at that con.
Right, and 4 was done, but it wasn't there.
Yes. That Kickstarter had ended before that con, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's all kinds of just. Well,
I love that con. I wanted to go this year. I just it didn't work out my schedule and such a long drive if it doesn't work out. And it's an expensive place to stay.
Yeah.
That's the harder part. Like, so if you don't make money, it's gonna cost you a decent amount of money.
Yeah. Well, especially that's like right around spring break now that they do. The year you went was May.
Right.
So it was not quite as, I guess, maybe a little bit better of a time.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a good time because cons were just opening up, and I think people were a little hungry for them. So I think that there was a decent crowd because of that.
That was a packed con for that space. But yeah, that was. I will eventually need another short box for Kickstarters.
Yeah.
Because I got a couple others that have come in recently that aren't in there. Steak's not in there. I haven't gotten to read it yet. The second issue I just got in like 2 days ago.
I'm jealous because we're friends and we see each other at least once a month. I don't get it sent to me to
so you have to wait.
We're both creators. We save each other money, so I don't get it, which is sad.
You have to wait till you see him again.
I gotta wait till I see him again. I'll see him before the end of the month, I'm sure. But until then, I have to wait. Might want to do a venture at MegaCon, but I hear it was chaos there this year. It was a little chaos this year, but money was still good. Like the organization was a little rough, but money was still good. So
I need to actually plan well in advance and go to MegaCon. I regret not going this year.
yeah,
It looked good. It looked like a lot of cool creators were there. But when it was coming up within like a month, I was like, there's no way I can do this. There's no way. I don't have enough money saved to actually like spend on the con, and also taking time off at that point was going to be a little tricky.
right.
But it's one that I think is a good con to go to.
Right.
And it may be a good con for Daniel to make an appearance at.
Yeah. You could probably get a press pass.
I probably could. I've never actually tried. I started looking.
Totally, you would totally qualify for a press pass.
I realized this. The first time I talked about it was when like my whole group of friends was going to Baltimore, but then we're just gonna go hang out and have fun. So I was like, nah, don't want to do it. But I should have done it for Fan Expo here. I just didn't even think about it till after the fact.
Yeah, no, you would definitely qualify. I mean, you've got enough. How many views how many subs do you have? Do you have more than Will?
We're at like 1.14K.
Okay, yeah, so you've got more than enough.
Yeah. Hey, Daniel will be at Baltimore this year. I have not decided if I'm gonna make that trip this year, but there are some things that make me want to go. We shall see. Just something I need to plan out, but
well, I've got Ruben coming and he's hanging out with me, so I've got some Illusionary Witch. I know you're a big Behemoth fan.
Yeah, I got
Illusion with that
around here somewhere. That was fantastic, and I backed whatever the last ones were that he had on.
Oh, so you got the Kickstarter version and the regular?
Not the original one, but the I want to say it's 3 and 4.
Nice.
Yeah, but here's the Behemoth one I just got. He messaged me, and I think it was him. Yeah, I think it was him. He was messaging me and was asking if he could send me some stuff. So
say yes.
I did. I think maybe it wasn't him. Was it him or Never Ender? I think it was him though. Oh yeah. No, he was messaging actually the page Instagram or the channel's Instagram.
Right.
Yeah, no, I was very much looking forward to reading that when it came out this last week. It was great.
Yeah, no, I think it was good, and I think I love to see Behemoth stepping it up on their paper quality.
They're the only one other than and Aftershock doesn't do it on every book. They say which books they do it on, but they're the only one that consistently I'm like this one here, quality, Illusion Witch, quality.
I bet you it's because they print out of Canada. The paper shortages and it's bad over there.
That could be.
Does it say printed in Canada at the bottom?
Would that be in like the credits thing?
Yeah, I got it here.
Yep. Yeah, printed in Canada.
Yeah, that's why, because they don't have to deal with it. Yep.
That's smart. Yeah, like I think there's only ever been one book come out from Behemoth that I was like, printing quality wasn't super great.
Right.
Like Marvel, terrible all the time. Image, hit or miss. Vault's okay, but sometimes not.
Right.
Dark Horse recently went like, I felt like I was picking up a single piece of paper. Up the comic, except
right.
Jeff Lemire's Maze book. That was their like exception. It was phenomenal quality. Everything else, they're like, we're cutting quality. Yeah. Marvel Marvel's not been great.
Yeah,
Actually, so I picked this up, right?
Yeah.
I open it up.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
I'm like, what? I was gonna take it back to my shop and see if they got one they can exchange it for.
Yeah, they'll get to change it for free, so that doesn't hurt them at all.
Yeah, I just I'll go there on Wednesday and do it. It's just like, what? How does that happen in the middle of the book? Everything on the outside looks great. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing about Kickstarters, like whoever you print from, whoever I've seen most Kickstarters print from is just fantastic.
Yeah, I print from the same companies that Scout prints from, so that's why I've got it. And I obviously pick the better stock paper, to try to offset that. It is a pain in the butt sometimes because you get, you can get bad quality, like sometimes the gloss is too much, so it's hard to sign. But for the most part, it's pretty good.
Yeah, glossy. So you probably printed wherever David did.
Yeah, exactly. Same place. Yep.
And I went full gloss on these, which retrospectively, I don't know. They're seems to be like something with the printing that there's like this line if you look at it the right way.
Weird.
But if you look at it kind of, you don't notice it. There's something with the gloss, I think.
Nice. I just got I got his the holofoil one that he did for the tour. I got it graded. I got a 9.8 coming, so I'm super excited to get that with a sketch from Francisco.
What wasn't he sending those out? Wasn't he sending some special tour one to the people that were doing the?
I think so. I just don't know if he's got them all back yet.
Okay. Actually, I was reminding me. I just got the comic burrito one.
Oh yeah, nice. You guys worked out a trade?
Essentially, yeah. I think it ended up being where did those go? I have them sitting over here. Who knows? I moved things around and I don't know where they went. But yeah, I think it was ended up because I sent him the other cover that we did, the one for Behemoth.
Right.
To Cole got that, both of those covers, and so he ended up paying shipping.
Right.
And in exchange for me getting his cover and shipping.
Nice.
So it worked out. I apparently, when I thought I'd sent him the invoice on that, I forgot some numbers in his email address, so nobody got the invoice.
Did you end up breaking even on that? I mean, I don't know if that's something we want to talk about on stream, but I asked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we broke even. So anything we sell now would be profit,
right?
For either of the covers actually, because we still got probably over 150 of those.
Nice.
And then I think we sold maybe half the regular covers, all the metal, and then almost all of the foil. Right. Still got a couple foil. So if anybody's watching now or later and wants some beautiful covers, you know where to find me.
And Jessamy 3 is going to go live on Kickstarter soon, so now's the time to get it.
Yeah. Jessamy number 1. You can get it signed or unsigned.
Right.
Actually, I did have one person who did get a metal cover never pay, so I ended up keeping a metal cover.
Nice.
So that ended up working out. It's like, okay, well, I kind of regretted selling them once I got them all in and was looking at them. I sent the invoice 3 times and said in the last one, this is your final chance after 24 hours.
Right.
I will cancel it because you've had your shot. But yeah, now comic impressions. Oh,
they're good people.
Yeah, I think I saw. Was it Comics Wellspring? Is Jonathan Hedrick's?
Comics Wellspring. Yeah, Jonathan uses Comics Wellspring, and they're very good too. The Holiday Spirits thing was printed through them, Comics Wellspring.
Okay. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you print, it's basically, normally when I print an issue, I print about 1,000. It's just cheaper to go to Comic Impressions. But if you print under like 200, it's better to go to Comics Wellsprings. You get it faster. The price difference isn't that much. And it depends on how much you're charging per issue, right? That was a $10 an issue book. So,
yeah.
well, I mean, page count was fine. I mean, it was I think almost 40 pages. So it was
Yeah.
2 issues. So it was priced accordingly. But
there's the tips and tricks of who to go to.
yeah, exactly. It really depends on what you're printing and how many of it, And I'm starting to change up my policies on that stuff too, where I'm it depends on what I need, right? If I need to do a small print run of something, a lot of the companies are starting to charge for each cover. So sometimes if I'm getting just a small quantity, it may be through a different printer.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. So there's another thing I got from a Kickstarter recently from Good Boy Volume 2. They said they were sending there was a coin. I was like, this is a coin?
I mean, technically,
yeah, but holy crap, this is
right.
So that was an interesting I guess extra thing in a Kickstarter recently. I know you do all kinds of cool things, especially I think the one I always love is the magnet of the cover.
Yeah. We try to do that. In fact, we added a magnet in a collector's box. I think you're getting the cover magnet and the Guns N' Roses cover because that's. In fact, actually, we've had a demand. There's like 4 people who say they want to buy that as a shirt. So I think that's going to be an add-on very soon.
Oh, that might be good. That would actually be really good. People are gonna be like, "Oh, you're wearing a Guns N'... No, wait, that's not Guns N' Roses shirt,
right?"
What is that? I can get people more interested in the comic.
Yeah. I think that I was very proud of that cover, and even like I don't know if you saw that Thor movie did it too.
Did they?
Yeah, let me show you. I got it.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, I'm not sure it may not be official, but it's been going around the internet. And it looks official. It's good enough to be official.
I don't doubt it.
No. It's in a chat with my wife and Jerome, so it takes a second. They chat a lot. I chat a lot with them. All right, here we go. Let's see. There we go. Maybe.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
I had not seen that. That is awesome.
Yeah, isn't it pretty cool?
Wow. Is that so? That'd be what Thor's new helmet up top.
Yeah, that's Thor. So that's Thor at the top. The Mighty Thor's in the middle. That's Valkyrie to the right. That's Korg to the right, and that's Gore the thing.
Yeah. Dang.
Again, I don't know if it's official or not, but it's pretty dope.
Regardless, I love that. That's awesome.
Oops. I'd buy that as a shirt.
Absolutely. Let me put this back up.
See, what you do is you go to a con and you start with Guns N' Roses, then you do Voodoo, then you do Thor. You have a 3-day the same shirt.
Right. Yeah. Just keep on rotating and be like, you wore that yesterday, right? No, I did not. But yeah, some awesome covers besides the Guns N' Roses on.
Yeah. We've got that's cover A, which I think is our best. Honestly, it's my favorite cover, and it's cover A.
It's awesome, crazy stuff going on, but I think that gets to the soul of soul of what's going on in the story, and where we end up at the end of this story.
And then we give a synopsis. If you haven't read it, you give a kind of a breakdown of all the stuff so you can check it out, read it.
I love the I love the sound effects with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the synopsis. And then these are the the day and night covers, right?
Yeah. The day and the night. I think we did a good job this time. I mean, not that I don't think we do a good job every time, but I think this one's very, very clear which one's day and night.
Yeah. And boom.
Yeah. The last one just kind of had a red tint to it in issue 2. I liked it, but when you saw them printed next, you can tell on the internet, but when you saw them printed next to each other, it was a little harder to tell.
What is that? Oh, yeah. Day?
Yeah.
Night.
Yeah. You could tell, but again, they're not, it's not like in your face like that one.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, literally, that's in their face, I think, actually.
Right.
Yeah, no, I love it. So the artist on this one, who is this?
His name's, he's a brand new artist that I found. His name's Rollins is his first name.
Okay.
I can't think of his last name right now off the top of my head, but it's Rollins is his first name. And he draws everything in that kind of style. He's pretty good.
I like that style. That's pretty cool. And then the cover A is by the main artist.
Yep.
Gillard.
This is a new artist for this issue, but a lot of people say that though they can tell it's a new artist, it's not that jarring.
It's not. I mean, I needed you to tell me that it was a new artist.
Right.
Which, retrospectively, I was looking at it, I was like, okay, I do see some differences, but like you said, it's close enough that you feel like you're in the same story.
Right. Yeah. Because I hate it when it's a drastically different style for the new person,
Yeah. Especially when you're reading a story and it's a one issue. I mean, this is going to be planned to stay with this artist for the final.
Yeah. For 4. Yeah. So 3 and 4. Yeah, exactly.
But I would say, if it was like those stories, it's an ongoing, and then suddenly there's a different artist in the middle of it.
Right.
I mean, if Caroline was here, she would be currently ranting about the Joker and that one issue that they switched the artist.
Right.
But that throws you out of the story and into like what is going on. So great job on finding him. And
yeah. In fact, I wanted to get the same quality, and then as he started doing stuff, he's a little bit more detail orientated than Luke was. Just in different areas. So Luke really cared about facial expressions, where this guy, though he likes facial expressions, he really wants to get those deep backgrounds,
Yeah. I would say the one thing actually, once you said that, I was looking at them, like the tattoos look more detailed in this issue.
Yeah, the tattoos a little more detailed. I like in he hasn't mastered. I'll be honest. He hasn't mastered Bishop Lucas. We'll make sure he masters him. But he looks different a little bit than when Luke draws him. And that was a contest winner. So we did a contest earlier this year, and that guy he's from Mexico and won the contest, which I think is a very, very cool cover.
Yeah, I enjoy that. He looks a little too happy though. Oh. Too nice. For things that he does in the story.
Yeah. I love that first page. I can't wait till people see that first page, just how bloody it is, how violent it is. It's fun.
I always have to pause here a moment and realize this is his knee and that he hasn't turned into a tornado on the bottom. Which like if you just kind of look quickly, you're like, he doesn't have a bottom half. But you look again, you're like, no, that's clearly a knee.
Right.
Your eyes are just playing tricks on you.
Right.
But I think that also was like, is he getting some supernatural powers turning into
maybe
crazy here? I mean, he does have some powers, kind of some strength, it seems like. But not to where my brain went.
Yeah.
It went extra. But yeah, I mean, this issue, for those that have been on it and definitely want to keep reading.
Yeah. Well, I love this, this is a 2-page spread that goes on, when you see it in print, it's going to be beautiful. It's very cool.
I just kind of play a trail of find the,
find the ghost. So he goes through the whole thing in his head. It's really good.
Yeah. I love it. But yeah, just like, This is like, besides the fight, the moment that you kind of like, he's definitely not himself.
Right.
Like he would never. So let's go down for those that are watching this and
yeah, it's super affordable. It's $12 for the issue, 16, for each of them. And I did this time, which I don't normally do. Normally I combine the day and night only. I separated it because I just knew people are going to really like that dark issue. I was like, let's just let people get it. Like if someone wants the pair because I think it's cool to have the pair, I'll allow that. But like let's let people buy them individually.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think people are going to be like staring at the one with the glowing faces and say, right, that one. Let me get that. But yeah, combination of all three there.
Right. And then all the four of the main covers. Yep.
And how do people catch up?
Yeah, that's a catch-up tier. And then we have a catch-up box, which is pretty cool. So what that is, I had a premium box last time. This is kind of like, I didn't have enough I found out that they didn't really like more than 6 comics in it. Like the box didn't really support it properly. So I cut it down to do it as a catch-up tier. So you can get that box and then you'll get cover A of everything. And then you'll get a rare cover of issue 1, 2, and 3. So you'll get 1, 2, and 3, and then you'll get a rare, like $20, $25 cover for the second one, which I think is kind of cool.
Nice. And that's 60.
60, yeah. It's not that expensive for a box set.
And especially for 3 $25 covers.
Right, exactly.
And then we get into collector kits for issue 3.
Yeah. So that's the main one. That's $75. That's basically everything on the campaign. You get all 5 covers. You get the bag. You get the print. And we're going to give you that magnet exclusive to that. No, it's sticker in the middle. I think magnets for the cover, the thing below.
Yeah, the
100 kit. Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. You get everything above, but you get the extra covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything comes signed, and you get the extra covers. So you're going to get one of the covers that you're going to be able to choose from.
Reveals soon.
Yeah, I need to update that graphic. Thanks for pointing that out.
Because I was saying we just we're talking about the Prosy cover earlier.
Yeah, those are the ones that I just showed. I didn't have those quite. They weren't at. I saw them, but they weren't at the stage where I felt comfortable with showing them. But yeah,
I can't remember. Did you share the Substack cover on Substack?
Oh, yes, on Substack. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. It's like I remember a post about it. Right. I just don't remember if the art was there.
Yeah, so that if you scroll up, it's the print.
That one.
Yep.
Gotcha.
It's that as a print, just as a cover. And those are really cool, by the way. The Substack ones, if you've got any of the Substack ones, it's only about 10 to 15 people buying them. So like it's a super rare, and I'm not reprinting them.
Yeah, and that those ones you said, if you are a paying Substack member, you get
it for free. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, you're a paid Substack, so you're gonna get that extra cover for free. So for you pretty much are getting the Prosy, as because you get one extra.
Yeah, and if I wanted to get the store exclusives, I could also go to the store exclusive correct. Location and do it.
Right.
Yeah. Cool.
And there may be another exclusive. So that one to the right, just to give you some inside baseball. So go right there, that print, the one that's going to be a Substack. I have a day and night. That was originally going to be our day and night version of the covers, but I just felt it was too happy. It was too. This is a dark issue, so I want our fans to be able to get it, but I didn't want it to make it. I didn't want someone to get that cover. Like it. Look at the other covers; they all look dark. Like it was going to stand out like a sore thumb. So I trashed it and put it to the side.
Yeah, I'll say she does look a little happy there.
Right.
But I could see easily how it could be a day and night as well.
Correct. Yeah, it's going to be a day or night, and it's going to be very cool and glow a little bit. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. and then retailers out there.
But what I mean by that is there's a couple stores who've showed interest in it, and if they want it, they can get that store exclusive, the night version. So there may be available. So it'll be Substack for the day, and then the night will be a store exclusive.
Show Monday at 27.
Nice. And look at that. All done.
All done, yeah. Well, thank you for having me on, man.
Yeah. I know we talked about, like Orange Cone's got so many things coming up this year.
Yep.
And so many things that have happened already. So it's awesome to see that, each year growing.
Yeah, I mean, this year should be great. I even forgot one. Expired 2s this year too.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to be in a comic this year. I'm still laughing about that when I think about it. You're like, all right, see if you can find who you are. And it's most. I'm reading through like line by line, analyzing, looking,
right.
And I'm like, oh. It even says we'll have to tell you about what he looks like later. I was like, all right, figured it out. But yeah, thanks for coming back on for time number 5. I'll work on getting that 5-timer jacket created. Oh,
yeah, whatever you want to do. I think you should have an award for 10 or a competition. Maybe you need a scoreboard, so like fellow creators would want to be on. I want to beat Travis. So how do I get on more shows?
I'm gonna have to go back through and actually like count how many times everyone's been on.
Yeah, I think you should get the top 10, and then so we can keep seeing that bar, and see what we can do.
I did actually I recently went, and I'm gonna have to add this into the interview playlist now. But I created a playlist.
We have a playlist.
Yes,
like
it's all
Orange Cone playlist.
It's on the channel. It's just the interviews. It says.
Nice.
I think I didn't add the last one from Joe Corallo last week. Let me add him to it.
So you got to add some of the newer ones, but yeah.
And once I do that, I don't know if I can add this while we're doing it, so I'm not going to mess
Probably
up.
not.
I'm going to mess up YouTube here, but let's go back to playlists, and that's 35 interviews on there.
Nice.
So you'll make 36. This will be 37. This is 37th interview on the channel.
Which is my favorite. I love Clerks. So
there we go. You made it to the right number. Yeah, it's wild that we just kind of started doing this randomly, and
yeah,
we've made it.
Well, if everything works out, I brought 2 more to you that hopefully you'll have out soon. So
yeah, once we go back, I'll
yeah, when we're offline, we'll talk about that. Yeah, sure.
But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I've got a little outro thing I'm gonna play, and
all right.
See you guys next time.
Thanks, guys. Back it.